Hola, my name is Puna, and our group's biodiversity topic is ROD, or rapid Ohia death. So before we do that, we want a quick description of what biodiversity and sustainability is. Biodiversity is the variety of all living things and their interactions, while sustainability is the ability to maintain or support a process over time. So Ohia lehua is an endemic tree to the six largest islands of Hawaii, and it's the most common native Hawaiian tree, comprising of about 80% of Hawaiian native forests. It's culturally significant to Hawaii because of its large use in hula, being worn as lei, and the wood being used for many cultural things such as kapa beaters, poi boards, and it's also significant to the god of fire, or lava, Pele, because of its origin story and its bright red color. So what do we know about ROD so far? So we know that Ohia lehua trees have fallen sick from the new disease, at least in the last 15 years, so it's quite new. It attacks the whole tree and is extremely dangerous to it, killing it very fast, as such is the name, and has at least killed off 1 million trees so far and counting.
Hello, I'm Leighton. I'll be discussing the scientific part of Rapidohea death. Rapidohea death is a fungi known as Ceratocydus leucohea and Ceratocydus huliohea. Both are terrible diseases, but uh, leuco- leucohea has been reported to kill a tree in a few days and is 90% of accounted deaths. Some symptoms of the diseased tree is yellowing of the crown and then browning in a few days. The leaves usually stay dead on one branch for a few days until it's spreading throughout the entire tree. And how the infection actually works is cutting off the vascular system and denying the tree of water and nutrients. Uh, the wood of the tree actually becomes very discolored and brittle, causing it to be unstable, susceptible to breakage or falling. And this diagram shows the correlation between Ohia mortality and Amakihi detections. As you can see, the more rapid Ohia death there is, the less Amakihi detections there are. And here's some pictures of what rapid Ohio death looks like. Very terrible to see. And how does this spread? So we first thought the main way they spread was through contaminated wood, contaminated tools, gears, whatsoever from location to location. But recently we've been finding that the non-native ambrosia beetle might be a main factor. This is due to the beetle being attracted to dying wood and boring the tree, covering itself in tree dust. And this can possibly move to other trees, transmitting the disease to other healthy trees.
Yeah, so hello everyone, my name's Cameron. I'm going to be explaining the solutions behind Rapidohea death. So thank you, Leighton, for explaining the scientific data. So unfortunately, there hasn't been much solutions found for Rapidohea death. It's really, really hard to counteract, and especially one of the main causes being humans transmitting the disease. It's very, very hard to sort of control. So one of the solutions found scientifically has been a fungicidal application where basically an antifungal compound gets injected into the bottom of the tree and it helps counteract the symptoms that rapid ohia death brings to the ohia tree. And then a second solution that's been the easiest for the state to control and probably take action quickly on would be quarantine. So, setting up fencing and stopping the transportation of soil, wood, animals, and other sorts of that other forms like that throughout the islands to help counteract rot getting spread. Um, Sort of like what Puna was saying, I'm going to be explaining the ecological significance that ohia trees have in Hawaii. Being a keystone species here for thousands of years, ohia lehua provides for a vast range of wildlife like the Hawaiian honey creepers, honeybees, and many other species. Ahia trees also, contribute towards the local ecosystems, watershed efforts, maintain biodiversity, and really just help to maintain the health of our natural, beautiful ecosystems we have here in Hawaii. And in addition, same thing with the sustainable connections that Ohia has provided for Hawaii being so diverse and providing for so many different forms of life. Um, it's really sad that Rod has been able to bring down over 1 million trees and stop so much. But some efforts that we can do that institutions have done, hiking and stuff, it would be like spraying off alcohol on your shoes to stop the spread and just small things like that. So hopefully through our through following the sustainability concepts that we've learned all through all semester and informing others of what's been going on, we can restore Ohia Lehua back to where it normally was. Thank you.